This is an iHeart podcast.
Wells Fargo seeks broad impact in their communities, focused on supporting customers and communities through housing affordability, small business growth, financial health, and more. Donated over $2 billion to strengthen local communities over the last 5 years. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/saydo. Support includes contributions from Wells Fargo and Company, Wells Fargo Bank N.A., and the Wells Fargo Foundation.
Every case that is a cold case that has DNA right now in a backlog will be identified in our lifetime.
On the new podcast, America's Crime Lab, every case has a story to tell, and the DNA holds the truth.
He never thought he was going to get caught. And I just looked at my computer screen. I was just like, gotcha.
This technology is already solving so many cases.
Listen to America's Crime Lab on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about maritime madams. Whether through scientific study, aquatic exploration, or legendary prowess, these women harness the power of the bodies of water that cover our Earth. Today, we're traveling to the rugged coasts of Japan, where for more than 2,000 years, a unique sisterhood has endured. These women plunge into cold, dark waters, risking the depths to chase the ocean's bounty. Please meet the Ama, the legendary free-diving fisherwomen of Japan. The word Ama translates roughly to sea woman. While male Ama divers do exist, the practice of free diving in Japan's coastal communities has been dominated by women for more than 2,000 years. Archaeological evidence suggests that the practice of Ama diving dates back to the 8th century. In fact, the oldest collection of Japanese poetry, which was compiled in the 750s, mentions Ama divers. Historically, women took to the profession more than men because they were considered better suited to diving. People reasoned that women could hold their breath for longer and had more natural fat to insulate them in icy waters. Although there are Ama women scattered throughout Japan, the majority of them live in the country's Mie prefecture. In Mie, the diving tradition is at its strongest. An excavation there unearthed piles of 3,000-year-old Ama tools made from deer antlers. Very little has changed about Ama diving since its inception, but over time, the attire has been updated. Traditionally, Ama would dive into the ocean wearing only a loincloth, braving the cold waters to collect seafood, seaweed, and pearls. After World War II, they adopted white cotton garments with more coverage. They were believed to ward off sharks, honor the Shinto sun goddess, and prevent overexertion. The women often wrapped themselves in towels dotted with star-shaped charms and lattice patterns. The designs were good luck charms meant to ward off evil. They also sported circular face masks. In the 1960s, wetsuits became common, allowing them to dive for longer periods and in colder conditions. Still, they continue to wear their good luck towels around their heads. These days, before diving, many Ama women will gather together and recite prayers to guide them during the task ahead. In unison, they might chant, "I ask for plentiful abalone, sea snails, and sea urchins. I beg you, please protect us from accidents, the sea, sharks, and other disasters." Once they jump into the water, Ama divers seem nearly superhuman. They often dive up to 20 meters deep and stay submerged for minute-long bursts. They use minimal equipment, just a mask, fins, and a wooden bucket to hold their catch. Focus is essential to make sure they can make the most of their limited lung capacity. Over time, these women have developed several distinctive practices that distinguish them from other fishers. One notable feature of the Ama is the isobu, or sea whistle, a high-pitched exhalation they make between dives. This whistle not only helps them regulate their breathing, but also signals their location to fellow divers. From the beginning, Ama have been central to their communities, providing invaluable food and income. But in the early 20th century, they became more widely known for playing a crucial role in Japan's pearl industry, working with big companies like Mikimoto Jewelry. The Ama are also known for their close connection with nature and commitment to sustainability. Big commercial fisheries rely on large nets that are dragged along the ocean floor. The process destroys undersea habitats. AMA divers, meanwhile, do their fishing by hand. This allows them to be more precise and avoid disrupting the natural ecosystems below them. Sadly, AMA diving is not what it used to be. Climate change, pollution, and commercial overharvesting have taxed the environment and made it much harder for these women to come out with a good catch. Some AMA are raising kelp, sea urchin, and young abalone in hatcheries to restore local populations. They're also raising awareness about the impact of climate change on marine environments, and teaching traditional practices as a way to counteract the negative impacts of a warming planet. As decades have passed, the number of AMA divers has plummeted. While there were nearly 10,000 divers in the period right after World War II, there are now fewer than 2,000 still active. The average diver is getting older as well, and while many divers will continue to fish as long as they're physically able, the younger generation is less interested in continuing the legacy. Diving has also become less sustainable financially. Many AMA must work side jobs to support their families. While watching the AMA plunge underwater has become a popular tourist attraction in certain areas, many divers wish they could make a living diving into the water and catching real fish like they used to, without being forced to perform for money. Museums, cultural centers, and tourism initiatives are working to educate the public and honor the contributions of these remarkable women. One such initiative is the Toba Sea Folk Museum, which showcases the history and culture of the AMA. Even with their numbers dwindling and the modern world closing in, the AMA endure. In their stories, we hear the whisper of the waves and an unyielding reminder of the ocean's irreplaceability. All month, we're talking about maritime madams. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
Wells Fargo seeks broad impact in their communities, focused on supporting customers and communities through housing affordability, small business growth, financial health, and more. Donated over $2 billion to strengthen local communities over the last 5 years. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/say-do. Support includes contributions from Wells Fargo & Company, Wells Fargo Bank N.A., and the Wells Fargo Foundation.
Every case that is a cold case that has DNA right now in a backlog will be identified in our lifetime.
On the new podcast, America's Crime Lab, every case has a story to tell, and the DNA holds the truth.
He never thought he was going to get caught. And I just looked at my computer screen. I was just like, gotcha.
This technology's already solving so many cases.
Listen to America's Crime Lab on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast.